Simos, and Monkfish. Hard shots and
Yo, welcome back. What's the crack? It's a big boy, Simos, Sim Card, Sim Frame, aka the real Sim Shady.
I'm Monkfish. I don't have as exciting intro as Simo, but you're all welcome back again. So here we're back again to talk a bit of, not shite, but
No,
what would you call it?
This is
Good shite.
This is going to be interesting and mind-blowing and just awakening for people.
Awakening for everyone, especially everyone that listens to us, because you're all in around my age. What, I'm 26, he's 28, you're in around our age, probably a bit younger that are listening.
So sit tight and listen to this.
This is gonna be
Open
good.
up and listen.
Because we have who everyone is talking about at the minute, and for a good reason.
Good reason. It is not Tiger King, because we don't want to talk about him.
We should actually put a little intro music again for this bit. And now we have the main man himself. Oh, Marcus Sweeney is in the house.
It says I'm the guy you don't want to know. Isn't that what it says in the paper? I'm the guy you don't want to know.
How are you, sir?
I'm alright. I'm enjoying your tattoo here. It's saying "fuck you, Marcus." Yeah, I
It's
like that
basically
one.
saying, yeah. So we're not. Look, I'll cover it until you say something.
Oh, look, it's cool. No, I do. I like it. I like your sword. What's the sword on about? Is that
Sword, yeah.
Who's look? Right, I have a little story
That's
about.
all seeing eyes.
Oh, I do.
I already got
So-
one on my arm as well.
Right, so let me explain something
Yeah,
to
no
you.
bother,
Right?
Marcus.
So, with religion and life and everything, I've travelled a lot in the world and I've been around a lot of different types of religions. So, the sword and the shield, it all hit me last week, and it's all to do with the mental health and what people are thinking.
Yeah.
So, I made a decision. I'm getting a tattoo on my chest, which is Saint Michael, and it has a big sword and it kills off the devil, right? And Katie, when she passed away.
Yeah.
There's only one thing that I kept from her for 20 something years, and it's on the fire, and it's a big, huge, high sword. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I was trying to do all this TikTok and podcasts, and
Yeah.
to me and lads are really helping me.
No bother,
And I said to myself, how do I summarise life up? How would I give a message? So here's my message. I see a little sword in your
Yeah.
eye that you got, and you're saying, "Fuck you."
Fuck
That's
you.
all the
Yeah,
energy.
so-
I'm getting all that energy off you, right?
Yeah.
So here's what we got. Right, let's break it down.
Yeah,
right?
let's get into it.
Even the Illuminati and the Jerusalem, what's there. So it's a religion. You want the answers to religion, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's religion. Okay. You insult me now by saying, "Marcus, you're fucking easy, you're a dope, you're this, that, and the other," right? Okay. So they're the words that hurt us in life, yeah?
Yeah.
Right? Whatever that is, okay?
Yeah.
So I'm going to protect you from all that, son, yeah? Because I've gone through 20 years of papers calling me this in life, right? I'm going to give you a shield. So,
Okay.
now you got a shield, okay? So
You
when
got a
anyone
shield.
throws anything at you to hurt you, okay?
Use this shit.
You're going to have
Just
that
give it
shield.
a-
You know that shield said, so what? Yeah? So if someone says to you, you know what, son, get out and get a job, you need you for doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or I'm a tick for sitting here. Or a girl says, I don't want to be with you anymore. Life knocks the hell out of you. Yeah?
It does.
Take that sword. So what? Go away. Yeah? And use it all the time when anything in life comes at you. Because I would carry pain inside me. I'd carry insults. I would carry hurt. Yeah? And it eat me up. Because it eats us up.
It does.
Do you think it drives you though as well?
No.
Do you not think so?
Only now it'll drive you. Watch. So what?
Yeah, true.
That's true. That is
So
good.
see
right?
that sword?
So what? Fuck
So
off.
what? You can go to any psychiatrist, you can go to anywhere in the world, anything in life. Take your sword when someone's hurting you, or someone's breaking you down, or you've failed, or you can't understand something. Because you never will. And go, I've got a fucking
So
shield.
what?
So what? Yeah. And that shield protects you from any hurt in your life, yeah? Especially men, right? Now I'll move on to the second thing, yeah? So you got the eye there on your heart, right? And that's the eye of life, the third eye. The third dimension that we should see around us.
Yeah.
And you can't, that is connect love, right? And love is very important. That it's what keeps us strong, it keeps us connected, it's part of humanity. It's
It's
part of
basically
life.
like a little bit of hope, isn't it? You're chasing hope.
But love has been destroyed because of COVID, and our mammies fighting with our daddy, and our sisters fighting with our sisters, best place to fight, best place, we're all, what the fuck's going on? So the love is, don't change whatever way you love. Don't change who you are, yeah? As in, you still love the way you want to love. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, loving your way.
Don't change who you are. So
Yeah,
you can, you're a loving guy.
Yeah.
You want to love the girlfriend, love your man, you want to kiss them, hug them, you want to, and then you say, because I've gone through this. Now I'm called part of the bastard. Like fuck all of you. You weren't there for me in the element.
Yeah.
No, I'm staying who I am. I still love you. A lot of guys that I know in town and the hardest men in this city. All right, yeah, Marco, yeah, good, love you. I'd say that to them, yeah.
Yeah, we love to do that as well. You say that.
Don't be afraid to say. So the second thing is love. Understand it. Your generation. Go to your mum and dad, give them a hug and tell them I love them. Because you know what? They can't answer any questions to you about this life. They haven't a clue what's going forward.
True, yeah.
It's not their fault. You get letters from banks, you get this. Financially, they just don't know what to do. So they're my age group, the 40s, the 50s. So that's not their fault. They have no idea how to talk to us because they're not connected to the speed of your world, and their world is gone. So give them a bit of love, embrace them, and tell them, "I'm all right, man. I'm all right, man."
Yeah.
You get me?
I know exactly what you're
So
saying.
that's number 2 I've given you.
Yeah.
The shield. And
Shield and love.
now your sword. That sword is the use of words. Yeah. The power of how you control your life around you with that sword. That sword is to attack and is to defend someone coming at you. So how you use your words carefully and how you decide to say certain things is your attack. So like the shield, you're a prick, you're this, you need to go to the gym, you fucking need to train, all the insults, everything that's from you, like that's the bastard using the sword against you. And you're taking your shield and going, so what, fuck off, yeah? Right? But the sword is lethal. You can imagine how dangerous my sword is. Talking to me, yeah? I can take anything and just tip it away like that because I fought every battle.
Exactly, you've been through the mill, you understand, and you know.
I've been in the darkest of places. But now let's summarise religion, right? What is the image of every religion in the world, right? What do you all see? Sword and a shield. Yeah,
true.
Doesn't matter if it's Muslim, it's
true, yeah.
Any religion, you always see a sword and a shield. So all religions are the same. They're for good. Okay? Yeah? So we're all fighting for good. But in the middle of all of that is the devil, an insult. It stabs you. Yeah. Right? And the devil has a fork, doesn't he?
Yeah, it's a pitchfork.
Right? So those stabbings that we get in life, oh that hurts, that's bad news, and oh that's a disgusting image I'm after seeing on the TV, and all that stab is evil, pure fucking evil, yeah? And what we all have now is our sword and our shield, and we'll use it. So when I take my sword out, if I'm talking to you, shoulders, my eyes, in you, I'm not talking to you, fucking in you, yeah? When I talk to you, I'm going to get into you. Do you get me?
I know.
See the way I change your energies there, yeah?
Talk about
how's your breathing?
Much better.
How are you breathing?
I'm calm as hell.
You're tight but you're calm, yeah, right? That's your sword, yeah? Life, yeah? So I've sat in huge, difficult situations. And I wish somebody told me that. Well, I'm just after telling you.
Yeah.
Nobody will. No, I don't care where you go in the world.
Nobody
will tell you what I'm telling you. So, where did it come from? I don't know. It's something that, I don't mean I don't know, it's like this thing has changed, but no one ever told me that about life. Yeah? Now, I have my son, he's 9, I love him so much. He's in the car and he's like, I'm saying, look, you need to do that, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do that, and he goes, that's so what? You little shit. So he started abusing. Like, you're not supposed to use that. So what? What you're saying? That. So what? And I was like, don't say that.
He's swinging the shield around.
He's swinging the thing. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. But mental health, if you think of it, forget everything in life. If you just think about, you're ahead of me. He's got the sword on his chest. Now you know what it means.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing fucking breaks you down here.
You know what? And that was.
You've got that. You say, I don't care.
Fuck
you. But you're way back. You need to come a little bit forward and fight like he is, yeah? You're fuck you. You're right, you're on step. I was where you were. One of my favourite songs was like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. It was Rage Against the Machine. So everyone's like, do this, Marcus, do this, don't do this today, don't do that, be normal, go fucking sit tonight and watch something. And I'm like, no, fuck you.
Fuck
like,
you.
Yeah. So, but where you are is brilliant. You're just fuck you, yeah. But you're gonna have to step into the fight now as well. You've decided, fuck you. But I think you're a good guy, there's no badness in you, and you've just surrounded the bit to say fuck you. Now I've done that, but now I'm like, no, I'm happy to put this jacket on today. I'm happy to sit with you.
Could judge a character, this man.
I'm
Isn't
happy
he? Yes.
again for a message that I
I
give.
feel like I paid for a reading.
And do you think tomorrow? Do you think I'm going to be embarrassed tomorrow or whatever? Or, I don't give a shit about what.
That's the way to be, though, isn't it? And it's
You have to.
it's not just something that you have. We think it's something that is learned over time, through ups and downs in life.
Yeah, but my message to you guys is, and I wish somebody told me this. Yeah, as in, this society now is you're going to the computer, you're going to your mates' Francis and all that, but no one's actually spending time to really break it all down. Yeah,
Exactly.
so like I wanted so many answers. Why have I got so much evil around me? Why is this happening to me?
Yeah.
Why am I in the papers as this
Yeah,
horrible fucking guy? Why am I walking down the street and I'm connected to this gangland world and everything? Yeah? How do you think I'm still here talking about, like, they'd say, Marcus, why how come you're not in the field looking up at the sky? Yeah, heavy stuff. Why am I not
That's
this?
heavy, isn't it?
No, that. Yeah, but you go through that because a loose mouth said it to me.
Oh,
That
you
loose
didn't
mouth
say
I
it.
looked at going,
Yeah.
you know what you have to say to me there, yeah? So how do I heal myself? Yeah? How do you figure that one out, yeah? So then, here's where I got all this from. I met a guy and he wrote, an old man, he was 86, and sorry if I'm talking too much, but he wrote two books on the Holocaust.
Oh.
And he ran 2 presidential campaigns, as in he organised them.
Yeah.
What?
And I
That's
had,
mad.
this is the truth.
In Ireland or?
He's from America, he's 86, and he was staying in this B&B. And we were talking about COVID, and I started having a rant, like, as you would with him about COVID. You feel the pushing away from me.
Yeah.
And then he turned around and he goes, Marcus, I'm going to give you the answer to life. He said, I was like, yeah, whatever. He said, it all goes back to when we were cavemen, how society works, as in how humans work on this earth, right? So it's the same thing. It's exactly the same. So you're having an argument and you have more friends and he's bigger than you and he wants to fight. So everything in life, love breaks up, fights over food, territory.
Exactly, yeah.
It's still
all
the same
simple, yeah.
since you're a caveman.
It just wearing different clothes.
You
Exactly.
forget it. Yeah. So here's the answer to the so what bit. So, you're with your wife and I don't love you anymore. So fucking what? It's the
Shit.
same as life has been since man is Ireland. In Ireland, it's like in the Gulf you're allowed 7 wives. I'm not saying, but I'm not being smart. No, but we forget. We don't want to talk about alcohol is banned over there. So a woman gets drunk on the street. Like it's only this law is to certain jurisdictions. We're told about our media is shut down. You got a bit of England and you got a bit of the States, and that's all you see. But I've travelled the world. I've been everywhere. Like and
It really is shut down, isn't it?
yeah, and then you go on the internet, you're still shut down because you're looking at America's feed honestly.
What is the story with that? Like, where are we getting?
It's the same. Do you know what? It's mad. Like for
But it's like the food game. It's a monopoly. Do you want me to explain this to you?
yeah.
If you don't mind,
Monopoly
like,
of food.
I'm talking too much.
But this is what we want. This is what we want.
So I give you the answers to. Why do we do this? Why don't?
What do you
I
mean
know-
by monopoly?
Okay, so. Right, so. Okay, a monopoly is that you and I get together to do this podcast.
Yeah.
And you come back and we go, no, we're not working with you anymore, because me and you have pushed him out. Yeah.
Right.
It's creating a market that is not fair, an unfair market.
Yeah.
So then we change that word to cartel. Well, we think narcos, drugs, everything. That's what they want.
That's exactly what. If you're
No.
saying cartel, I'm
The
going
first
straight
cartel,
to narcos.
the first cartel
Yeah.
the first cartel in the world came from OPEC. And OPEC is the oil producers throughout the world, right?
OPEC.
So they control the price of oil. Yeah.
That's
So
not.
They're the ones that
that's a
control
cartel. Yeah.
The oil
But-
cartel.
But the cartel is actually a word that you can use correctly
Yeah, just
in
to
in business, right?
describe it.
but it's set up to create a price fluctuation that's in their control, so no one else can change that, right? So in Ireland, we have Musgrave that owns Spar Group,
Yeah.
and so they sell into their own.
Yeah. So they're the
Retailers.
distributors for them.
Correct.
Basically.
Well done. So they name the price.
So
So
they
they
set
get
the
the price
price.
for
Well
them.
done. And then we have Aldi and Lidl in the
Yeah.
market, yeah. To
All
them.
the centres and all them see it and they
So
say,
now-
oh, this is the.
They've no choice.
You've no choice to fall and buy off them.
So we've now created, and thanks to you,
Oh
I
my
haven't put
God.
this together, but now I'm realising what it is. So in Ireland, we now have the price of food has gone up. Today I seen milk and that. But I'm saying, so why is it going to? Because we manufacture milk here. We manufacture.
They have our own cows.
Yeah, there's nothing changed in the agricultural.
Oh, yeah, that's nuts.
So then, all of a sudden, they've used their monopoly. I don't care what anyone says. To increase the price points and pierce us into fear in a certain area. So they control society by
fear mongering.
Yeah,
Exactly. What they did with COVID.
Okay, COVID. Right. That's.
I'm not going to go down the COVID route.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you want to go down there?
When we do COVID, do you want to do COVID?
Go down there if you want.
If you want to go down, I don't mind, but
I'll do COVID, but summarize really quickly for you.
go for it.
Really, really quickly.
Really quickly. Let me go really quickly. COVID was about banks defaulting with their debt to the European Union.
And Big Pharma.
So
Joe, I love how you went straight.
let's go to the kill.
You
Yeah,
did
the financial part rather
No, just
than
go
the
to the
disease
kill.
part.
Just kill it, will you?
Go for it.
Go for it, right? So think about it. How the hell can you just shut down? They practiced it a few days. Remember they shut us all down because of the weather and all that shit there? So then they just bang shut the whole thing down, right? Okay, well, the outcome of it is, right? Where are all the banks they're gone, right? Okay, why are they gone? Because all the debt was wrote off and they got so many billion put back into the banking system. Think of it.
Yeah.
Then all the loans were sold off to somebody else. But if you look at the contract you signed for your mortgage, you signed it with an institution, not with a second purchase.
Yeah.
So therefore, I don't owe you nothing because I didn't borrow it off you. I borrowed it off them.
Oh, right now.
But remember, the bank got paid the money because it defaulted under SARS,
Right.
which is COVID, which is mortgage protection, and you had to have it when you got your mortgage. So therefore, it just cleaned up a whole banking system. And we don't have a bank here now.
I never even thought of even like that. That is madness.
They might say the opposite of whatever they want to say. If anyone wants to challenge what I've said to them, bring it on. 10 years in wealth management. I sponsor the stock markets in the Irish Independent every day, yeah? I traded the stock market for 10 years.
Yeah, do you have any XRP?
You're talking about crypto?
Yeah.
XRP. Remember that the big fucking.
Do you want to do crypto?
I don't even want to go after.
The law case.
That I don't know if that's.
I think that ever got solved.
Which one?
The XRP one.
Tell me about it, I don't know much about it.
So whoever obviously owned XRP was in a big court case, and apparently
if they won
it, XRP was gonna go. But everyone was waiting on this court case, and it never got settled.
Everyone was buying, and
Like it was going on for fucking 4 or 5
I
years.
think it was a scam, to be honest.
No, 100%. Because you told about what they were doing to hype it up
Yeah.
and then dump it, and they
And
took
now no one's
they took
doing
your
that,
money.
yeah.
True, yeah.
They took your money.
Yeah, sound there goes me
so
2 grand.
obvious, isn't it?
Like, why didn't you just
Yeah.
think of
I
that?
hope you
So-
got a nice jacket out of that 2 grand, mate.
So I traded in the stock market, and I ran platforms in Sandyford in the wealth management company. So I used to teach people in town how to trade the markets and stock, all that stuff. So well, I'll tell you about your crypto. Crypto is about digital portal. The word cryptocurrency means nothing. The digital portal is what Bitcoin created, which
The
is
blockchain.
how to create a number that creates a new identity, which now you stuck it to a coin,
Yeah.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
But it has no value. So remember what I said to you, digital portal. So why is there no banks? Because they're using a digital
So it never
portal.
has value.
No, explain to you how you break the game. Go ahead.
But I see the way that if they go down that route and they go with no banks and everything is digital, that's where they control it, and that's where they can stop you from having money.
So I'll tell you that one, will I? Okay.
Yeah.
Starlink is what's his name? Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is
So they're blasting rockets all over and all over the sky, yeah?
Yeah,
And I'm
yeah.
going around going, look at that satellite, you're not fucking fooling me, there's another one. And I'm like, is that orange or am I off my head? What am I looking at? So that is creating a hub over the world that will transfer money safely by the internet, by digital.
Yeah.
So every currency in the world has security behind it. So it's backed by gold, or it's backed by silver,
gold, yeah.
and that's what keeps it propped.
Yeah.
But if there's an earthquake or if there's all these problems, then currencies can fluctuate, and basically it's fired around the world with a crest system, which is a wire. So when I go beep, the wire goes
It's
beep.
wired.
all
That's
the
where
time.
it's wired.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
that's where
So
that's
Starlink is about over the top, safe. Yeah, safety, right?
That's madness. Yeah.
So then down on the ground, we get rid of all the banks. We use Starlink, which is the new bank that is all our banks, right? So what happens is when crypto will kick off with their portals, you'll tap here,
Tap
it'll
it.
go up there, and it'll move around and flush through.
That's just
Keep
always gone.
Just a constant.
Just a constant movement.
Madness, man.
And they talk about this is where it's going. So in
Yeah.
Ireland, it's all
Yeah.
here, lads.
Yeah.
All the companies that are creating these digital portals and all these new concepts.
That's the way we're going. It's digital.
No, it's all gone digital. Yeah,
It is, yeah.
yeah, it is.
So no one's ever really going to have money if it goes that way.
So you're thinking no one has. I talk about what you're thinking about, right? So let's say I was involved in. Let's say I'd be quite good at the money laundering, if that legal side of money
Yeah,
laundering.
yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So that's about the placement of money and how
Yeah,
to move
yeah.
money. So I could move money legally, like to Dubai, from Dubai to Panama, from Panama back. I could just move it all
Yeah,
around, right? It's totally legal. It's like the Panama Papers.
It's legal.
Yeah, it's legal. It's like the Panama Papers. So Ireland produces a bond, which is a ticket of money, and it gives it to a company like Maples to move that money to Japan.
Okay.
So they have to take it here and then move it without any costs.
Any tax on it? Is it?
No, it would be more currency fluctuation. So you're landing in different zones.
Oh, yeah, different. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the different change of not the money exchange.
Yeah, you're right. So that would happen. So in Ireland, there's billions moved all the time for the multi-internationals and for bond markets, etc.
Yeah.
So you have a situation where they will produce 100 is €1, say, right?
Yeah.
Then 10002 is another euro.
Yeah.
And then so that's Bitcoin did that. That created a new system. So basically, what's in your bank account and you log in, it's just a number they print in. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's not.
True.
Is it money?
Is it?
Is it? Like, I mean,
Who
when
knows?
you pay for something,
You can
is
pay
it?
for
Money? Are you're paying something? It's
Is it just a barcode off
It's
a
just data. It's just numbers, zeros, and just code.
It's code. So money. You'd say there's no cash. Let's look at files and paperwork that solicitors use. They have to keep them in storage.
Yeah,
and all
yeah.
that. So say we did get rid of money. Yeah. I think it's not going to change the world where it's much better, because I can just transfer 50 grand a year. I can move money all around the world. I can do what I want.
Yeah, but see the way you say that. People, there's obviously higher up people that control the internet and the use of the internet. So
Yeah.
if you're saying you want to be able to transfer money,
Yeah.
then people say, oh, you're stepping out of line. Is that right? Boom, cancelling your internet. You're not going to be able to cancel or transfer or receive any sort of
See what you said there? It's a great point, because I didn't think like this. What you're saying, they've control. Right? Let's get to the word control.
control. Yeah.
Didn't think of that. It's a good idea, actually. Yeah. So when we have cash, we physically see it in
We
our
have
hands,
it,
we hold
yeah,
it.
in our
Yeah,
hands.
That's very smart. Yeah. Okay. So now we got something that can't do anything unless it goes through their system.
Exactly.
Right. Okay.
That's why there's this whole thing about cashless society. People are saying
That's very good what you're talking about. Yeah. So you don't trust that if I give you a card and said it.
Yeah.
There's 50 grand in that. You're
Some
like,
countries
"Where's
just
that?"
say,
yeah, I can't get rid of it. I can't move it.
Yeah.
oh,
Gotcha.
you beat that me the other day, did you? Yeah, you're not doing that transaction.
That's what I'm saying. If it go, I don't know if it's there yet, but I'd say it'd be heading that way, to where governments would have control of the use of your internet. Not say internet, but the way you transfer and receive
Everything that's done online.
They already have it, because there's no bank in Ireland to go anyway to do it. So here's the problem with Ireland. Ireland is a test subject for the world, if you ask me. Yeah, they do, like, you think of it, parts of Africa, they don't have phones, they don't have internet. There's
So they have a base for everything here.
this is the problem, and you know what society is? We're all like little mice now. Where I don't know the Ireland I know that I loved.
Yeah.
I love people. I love chatting.
Yeah.
I love. I'm in town and I'm looking at all these buildings down in the Docklands. They're not empty, like, you know.
Yeah.
And all the Irish that I know are just in their like mice back in their houses, like. And what I think is, like, I think we've become a society where I feel like a parasite to the system, because it's so big, and they don't care about our taxes because they're making money off they don't care about us, as in we're not giving any value to the society anymore. Does that make sense? Like Tala, let me tell you, if you don't mind, Tala has more love in any house in Ireland than anywhere in the world. When I come in the door, I eat the jaws off, he gives a kiss, Marcus, sit down, with any type of house, any house, there's nothing, no comment. There's love, there's a love in a home is more important than the house. Right? What that means is, mommy plays her part, daddy plays her part, we fucking love, yeah? Go down and get the long date fucking milk, go down to the banter, the love. A lady in Tala told me once this, she has a huge family. She said, Marcus, she goes, always remember, daddy is a hero to any child's eye. Yeah, your daddy is a hero.
Exactly, yeah.
And it really healed me because I was like going, at home we fight, we row and argue, and when we fight like animals because we love each other.
Yeah.
It's all we killing stuff.
Expressing
My dad's
love.
from the Liberties, my mom's from Cabra. I came up with fucking
Killings.
love.
That's a good mix
Yeah,
there.
I love you, you know what I mean?
That's
And-
a solid mix.
and love is caring about what you're doing every day and loving them. I've lived in the big houses in the south side and Fox Rock and this, that and all. These houses are huge.
But I say you felt not that
I wasn't that
feel
person. Yeah, I'm not. The love is what makes a family.
and the home.
A family, yeah, and a home. So there's one thing that, especially Tala has. I worked in City West a long time, and I think my parents, when I got older, brought me out to this world where you're educating me, you're getting you do that and the other. But they could never change the blood that I came from. Like, as in, that is where it's who I am as such. But
So he's made it to the halfway point. This is the halfway point here now where we say thank you to our sponsor, helping us out here big time.
Yep, camerakit.ie. Down in Tardino Business Park. Go down, get your high-end quality cameras, audio and lighting. If you can't find them, go into the link in our bio.
Make sure you do it, check it out, and let's get back to the episode.
thank you. But see, this is the stuff that changes the world, not this fucking. What the
This is
media,
real.
what the media do
And not
is they
scripted.
camouflage the family as acting as if they're doing something. Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know what you're
So
saying.
they create a fear in society. Yeah, they create a fear, and they're creating a war out there with all these kids that are gone the way it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. So, particularly me and you, there's the answer. There's no one else here to do that because they drop how many people in town, many doctors, many people.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Start opening your eyes. The cartel is the press, the media, the system.
That's exactly it. It's the government.
So
The
we
biggest-
can keep going.
The biggest busters, yeah.
I'll
Are we
take
back
this.
up? Can you switch? Let me see me for a second. Oh my god.
He's got a hint of a tint on him. He has definitely. Why do you just have the camera all close to me? Like, fucking,
Sorry, you give me a bit of room there, Nathan.
this is what a porn would look like, is it?
Yeah, this is the part. This is
Can
the
we use
part.
this
Oh,
for
I'm changing it.
He wants to make a porn. Let's see.
Are you into porn? Yeah.
Am I into porn?
No,
Do you know, I was offered a job there recently. I didn't know where it came from. It was Pornhub St. John's. That's nice.
What?
Did you actually email it?
No, you know the thing.
Oh,
yeah. Are we back on? Are we?
Yeah, you know, I'm 9 months clear
Of what?
of porn and masturbation.
You've given up?
Yeah, actually, you was telling me about this. What was that thing again?
It just makes you stronger. And
What's it called? You said it was called something.
no, that's something different, bro.
Oh,
So
what's
you
that?
gave up watching porn?
Yeah.
Right.
Gave up watching porn.
Give the
and-
brain
and-
a break.
And I gave up masturbating. Are we back live?
Yeah. So like you
That's
haven't masturbated in how long?
I gave up
9 months.
masturbating. Are we back
What do
live?
you mean? Haven't shot your load in 9 months?
No, I have a female woman. I have a woman at home.
So she's handy mandy.
She does, yeah.
That's deadly.
No, I don't actually know what. Not that much. I'm not really into it because I could do myself better. Do you get me?
Yeah. It's training, it's first.
Yeah, that's actually I never thought I
Training, yeah.
But
Well,
I have shot me load lots of times.
it's good. You have to keep.
You have to. That's. But I don't
I'm
do
45,
myself.
you know what I mean? It's like somehow you'd be coming home, you'd be drunk, you'd be stopping off the wheelie bins before you get into it. So I'll tell you the story about
After a little break. There.
so there's more love and talent in that, right? So this girl that I was in, and she called me and she go, Marcus, really click me in the Mazda Ferrari. So she said Mazda Ferrari, not Maserati.
Yeah.
She goes, we go get 2 Cornets and we go out to the Holton to Maserati.
2
It
Cornets.
cost me
Cornets.
$2.99.
Two cornets, yeah.
$2.99.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it cost you like 100 quid in petrol to get the hell out of that place. So we get there, and she'd always have a good bite of my flake when we got there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
always
yeah,
looked after
yeah,
the flake.
yeah.
I
And
said,
we
"You have
talking
my
colours,
flake."
yeah.
Always have my flake. So one day we were, she called me and she said, Marcus, I'm over my mask, will you collect me? And I said, yeah, no problem. So she said, I'm in Tala again, no problem. So she said, it was pitch dark, so I'm driving around, and I said, where's the house? And back then there was maps, there was none of this sat nav.
Yeah.
She goes, it's the one with the porch outside. And I said, no problem, love. I said, like, keep going. So run up the road, run. No, love, I can't find this house. The one with the porch outside. I said, no, can't see no. The porch. I said, what's love? I can't see no Porsche. There's no Porsche fucking anywhere. the Porsche, it's a new one. I said, there's no Porsche around here. I'm driving to the left, driving to the right. I can see nothing.
Brilliant.
Next of all, she walks out and I'm like, I can see it up. She said to me, I said, where's the Porsche? She said, it's the new Porsche, Marcus. Fucking Porsche. I got you, love. I got you.
That is a cracker.
But no, honestly, during COVID, working in a bar, and I picked up a few lads out here, and we all, most of them had never left Holland, which I found out. A lot of lads that are here a long time, they love staying in around their areas, and we're going over the M50, like, where we going, Marcus, where we going, what we doing? And I said, are you telling me you're painters? Yeah, we always, we're great painters, right? So we went over to the hotel, and they started painting, and great lads, and I said to them, listen, we're going to be late tonight working, so I want you to stay in the hotel, yeah? Oh, Marcus. So I got them a load of food, sitting down, working away. They all went down to the bedrooms, in the hotel, stayed the night. It's COVID, not there.
Yeah.
Following day, I get up, go to work. Well, that's ready. Yeah. I think they left. So I flew back off the hotel out to the mass. Where the lads up to there's everyone. No, where's that back? No, it's fine. Whole day, I gave up. Couldn't find them. About 6 o'clock, I seen them walking out of the hotel, checking out. Thanks for that. Cheers. They were downstairs all the time in the hotel. Chilling out at the Rad. They wrapped up in the bed sheets. And I'm running around town trying to find them. Mark's too nice down there.
And you were looking for them all.
I looked for them everywhere, couldn't find them. Yeah, they were that good. They checked you out, and and then they checked back in before you won't disconnected the connect.
Oh, on the ball.
These are different level. But talking about on the ball, like I don't judge any man, but say a fella I had to learn this fella in prison and did some time, and I've been in there a few times on short term. I didn't do long terms, you know. And he can read you like any business school I've went to, anything I've ever seen. There's no one as good as these guys when it comes to judging you, reading you. It doesn't matter what school.
It's all natural.
So they're around you, they see everything. Like he's preying on you, and so that's like
subtle tales, is he?
Yeah, but it's a skill set that only the strongest will learn, and they know it. So you got to give the lads respect that do that. Their ability to read a man is amazing. And I've seen that in that world, let's say. And I thought I was a hero being able to step into it. Oh yes, I can do this. But I've found different challenges around certain people and different times.
Right.
And the masters of it can see it a mile away. Yeah. So let's pretend we have the big high-end business world, which I've seen, corporate world, and then let's say you look at it as an organisation for a different purpose. So out of all the masters of business and all that I've met, so the business guy will go, what have you got that no one else has? Yeah? They'll cut you down to the bone. The wise guy, the street guys that I've met, I met them in Italy, I've met them and I've worked at different Iran, I've worked at government levels, I've worked in Ireland I've met the highest levels of respect for men, and they have me in the paper say Mansfield,
Senior.
Jim Dryden's the son, and poor Jimmy gets out and then he sees me in the paper with him, and I'm like, here they go, they're creating this new thing, bullshit, they want to connect me with everything, the moral of the story is, behind it, I've worked with governments, I've worked with all of them, but when I see how they all are as different people when I was younger, growing up to see it, so those guys can see me a mile away. The day they meet you, they know he's trustworthy or he's not.
Right.
The day they meet you, they go, use your clothes on. You pressed, you shaped. See a mile away. They can smell. You could be driving a car, and I hate electric cars because the bastards, they keep driving in electric mode, and they'd go, you hate that, don't you? They pick up on everything. You can't lie. You never lie.
You're caught out straight away.
If I was a liar, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be in a cage, I'd be in a field, or I'd be somewhere else. Because you're tested when things go wrong. I don't mean things go right and things go wrong in life. And that's the same in the corporate world. You can get dragged through the courts, you can go, you're tested, But in certain, if I was, now the way I test a man is, just tell me the truth. It's easier from your head. But they have an ability to, even if you're, they'll only ask you, okay? Because they know you're not. Like, does that make sense?
I know what you're saying,
They don't waste time.
It's just straight to the point. They can suss it out straight away. They know
answer. Black and white. They know, if you could give the hardest the question it could be. And then it's like, let's put it this way. Say I was in a situation and I could have done 8 years, yeah? And I went, no comment. But I didn't know that was in me.
No comment.
I didn't know it was in me.
Yeah.
But they would know it's in you. That makes sense?
Yeah.
It was like, I didn't know it was fucking in me. I was about to do 8 years. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, as in, I'm not taught. Do you know life as in, I'm not disrespected, I'm not. But I didn't. So, the street world. I met a dog last night which had my XL bully out. I have an XL bully.
You have XL bullies?
One of them, I love him to bits and I put all the work into him. And he has the ears and the tail, and he's not. I want to change the world with this because I want to show people that this thing is a gentleman.
What colour coat do they have?
He's a champagne colour, and he's
nice.
gorgeous. And I'll bring him on. I love him to bits. He saved me in the last 6 months from my own life, as in he was dangerous, more dangerous than me, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And he's amazing, right?
Is he on a good bloodline? Sorry for.
I don't know. I didn't get into it. When I was buying him, I wasn't buying him for the fella who sold him to me. I said, give me a knockdown price and let you breed off his first pups. Yeah? And I said, trust me, I said loads of these with the Marxist pups. This dog stands up to have a piss and a shit. And he goes like that. But I love him to bits. But last night I was running around the park. This dog went laying around the park, a little black, like a collie, and Hugo seen him with burst at him, and he was going to catch him, so I said, fuck it, let him off, he's gone, good luck. Yeah. And then I used to see, I'm expecting a lot of people in the corner, stuffed, going panicking, you know. And then I met your man, and I said, it's a smart dog, where'd you get him? He said, Romania. I said, Romania? I said, son, you haven't got a chance of looking catching him. I said, he'd rub a tooth out of your head, he's Romanian. I said, get away, you're gone. I said, he'd bite the tail off you, get away, you're not even going to get near him. So your man said, I was on holidays and with the lads, and this was a street dog, and the street dog followed them everywhere, yeah, and he just used to sit with them outside, and I thought it was amazing story. So your man decided, I'll bring the dog back to Ireland, yeah, and he said, fuck. So this dog was living on the streets in Romania for years.
He just picked it up.
That's how smart that dog is.
100%.
Street smart dog.
No, wow. Now I was looking at this fella, and I was like, this is a little miracle dog, like, you know. Yeah. I said, what's his name? He said it was something. It was Blackie in Romanian, yeah. Right. And I was like, I had so much respect for that dog, yeah, because I was like, that dog is like,
that dog's been through it.
So he said he brought him back here, and then he had problems bringing him back because he didn't have his name, he didn't have his license, passport.
He didn't have papers.
He couldn't speak Romanian. He had gone back. But this thing around was so intelligent, and there's a great story. But when you see a man that comes from certain life journeys, yeah? Some people chase money, some people chase this, but a lot of things that happen in let's say a sector of society that's street, I don't like to say crime or gang, it's built from the ground, and the principles are totally different. It's not the money, it's not the this, it's not honor. That. Yeah, it's a world of respect. And you see that? I admire it so much now that I'm 45, yeah, where you'll last anything in your life if you tell the truth, yeah, because pain is not knowing the truth, yeah. It's like someone hurts you, your mate goes out and rims your car, like bangs it off a curb and comes back and goes, I didn't do that, you know, just tell me you did.
Yeah, just say
give me a shit, because that's the way men think, that's the way we think. But yeah, that world that I've seen is a world of pure truth, and if you don't tell the truth, that's where it all goes wrong.
And they know you're not telling the truth.
By the way, always know you're not telling the truth. Yeah? It's so simple because that instinct that's in them is just, it's there.
Someone that doesn't tell the truth is.
I hate
it. They say a lie leads into another lie.
That's evil to me.
Yeah.
Pardon?
They say a lie leads into another lie.
Bro, you know what? For 2 years I was like accused of this, that. There was so much on my head.
But why are they coming for you? Like, that's what I want to know. Like, why are the papers coming for you?
I'll tell you what. When I was younger, they splashed me all over the papers for everything, right? So they made fortunes out of the media back then.
Did they scapegoat for something? Is this what it is like?
Well, no, I'll tell you. If you go to court, no, you're right. Yeah. Defamation. So I'm not going to go to. I've gone to courts against papers. Yeah, wasting my fucking time. Yeah, because they keep doing it over and over again.
Yeah.
So there's a table of people that sit down and make money and decide Marcus is he's the attraction. Let's write about him.
Let's keep going on it.
So they keep on it and on it and on it, right? So, but if you got one thing this time, it was fun, yeah. And what they brought up recently was my involvement with an incident that happened over heroin, and they in the court they did that. Yeah. So this is heavy stuff I'm on top.
Yeah.
But I want you guys to remember
Yeah.
life the way it's changed
It's
on you,
real.
right? So that was already dealt with 2 years ago. It's not charged by the DPP. I've gone through it all. I've done the whole stunt of it.
Yeah.
And they go into a court and say, Your Honour, this man that destroyed my character. Yeah.
Yeah.
But when it initially came out, they used a black picture of me without my face in it, like this black image. You know,
Oh, silhouette.
is that what it's called? So
Yeah.
I thought it looked deadly. I was calling it.
Unlock
I
this
thought
character.
this fella's deadly. Look at him. He's like something. Is that a silhouette? It's called. I thought that was a dress or something. A silhouette. Look, you look great in your silhouette. And and I was like, why are they bringing that up again for? Like, I mean, why would you talk about me that I was in? So
They're
in other
desperate
words,
for news and
well,
sales.
no, it was in court.
Oh,
the
sorry.
guards or the captain. Marcus is a man who's been associated with this. Is that? They tell a life story. Like, this is your life, Silver Black. But everyone has something to say, and then they have no story. So then the press picked up on that, and then said Marcus is involved in organised crime, and blah 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 blah. So we're all after going through it, and then they decided to do it again on me. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
But this time it was black and white. But I wasn't in court. I wasn't told. So here's the magic. Let's see here. This. My company was asked to go to court, not Marcus. So there was no. I didn't have to be there. I wasn't asked to go to court.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So there's a ghost there, and they ran a court case without me being there,
Being there.
which is actually illegal.
Yeah, you're not
in
there
court,
to defend yourself.
because the company
basically.
can decide what it wants to do. Yeah,
Alright.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So you're reading in the papers this, that about Marcus.
And you're not even there.
And I'm not. Well, I wasn't asked to be there. There's no paper asking me to be there.
Well, you get
Marcus Sweeney.
But they're saying it to you,
So
but
they-
it's actually.
They shouldn't have ran the case. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
did they think they were being smart by putting that silhouette?
So this is telling the story about the
So
heroin
with the,
incident.
so with the paper thought they were being smart, not
Well,
breaking
they
anything.
didn't care. They were
Yeah.
recklessly writing
Yeah,
about
yeah,
me.
yeah,
Yeah?
yeah.
So I seen this and went.
Yeah.
Holy shit! You're just after killing me off in a court case and
And
putting
then
me out
make
there
it
for that.
worse.
Yeah. So then they did the other one, which is GIN, which is
Mm.
Sunday World, said Marcus had a death threat on him from the state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
That's a madness.
And
But
if
like,
I did,
imagine waking up.
It's mad how you can just go out and just say
so
that.
my son is in the car and I'm driving along. That's the thing when they go to school, and then they photographs all over the school saying that's my house, and they have a picture of a church. You see that? They took a picture of the church gates and had crosses and flags, and they said that was my house. Yeah, and I'm
Oh,
like,
we've seen
I don't
that.
think I live in a
And
church.
you said someone was
I live
pressing a
in-
buzzer or something.
Yeah, outside my
I've
house.
seen that, yeah.
Right, so they think I'm something that you're gonna fucking walk over, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm 45 now. I've pissed through you guys for 20 years, yeah? So I've buried people the day I got to high courts, yeah?
I'd say you spent.
Here's the
serious
bang,
money
look
on
bang.
this.
I brought the cab to court. I brought cab to court. I did. And I brought them to the Central Criminal Court. And I won my case in court number 3 on the 17th of May 22.
Against Cal.
And they
Against Cal.
ran into the High Court going, because we can't defend it. So in the 3 weeks the judge gave them, they bounced into the High Court. The evidence that they said in there is the same evidence that the judge said, Mark's to get 125 years if this was real in my court. I legged it obviously, I was like, excuse me, I'm over piss and everything. But I chased the cab, yeah. But there you go, there's the big release for everyone to know. I brought them to court. You can't know that.
You brought cab to court.
To the
and
criminal
won.
courts. Yeah, I brought them to the criminal courts. And
So
I-
you must be the first person to beat cab in a court case.
And I'm also the first person to put them on the front of the papers and say, I put Cap in front of the Independent.
Fucking hell.
I put them on the front of the Independent. And I want to go to the Nicola Talent Show. Yeah? I want
Sorry,
to.
that Nicola.
And I want to let people know that you're not
This
going to
has
get
to
bullied
happen.
anymore. Yeah?
Yeah,
So,
oh,
and I want to let them all
speak
know.
your truth there, Marcus.
I am letting them know. And I just want to let them know that you're all up to your oxters, because I got the eyes of the people and the kids that are not going to go through this fucking horror in lives again. That's not fair on your brain. You think you'd throw people around. I gave them the land 2 weeks ago. The Rolex to give me back, it's fucked off the balcony. There you go.
Yeah.
Boo. Cab ain't after me. I said take the field. Yeah. Spent more money on flip flops. Yeah. Good luck. Have it, because you know what? I wanted to clear my road
Yeah,
to
exactly.
sit with you lads and say I not need to worry about that behind me, because I don't care. I've no issues. I've dealt with this. I just
It's all
yeah.
done and dusted.
So
We bring it back up again. Bring your name through the mud.
it's not me, lads. It's something's gonna happen to you. Yeah. Right. It's something's gonna. Imagine you're out in a nightclub and something happens, right? And all of a sudden, you're in the paper for, lads, they can do anything to you.
Yeah, they manipulate things
You
as
can
madness.
Yeah.
Don't waste time left. They destroyed a huge part of my life. I would have ended it as a heroin dealer with a person that had a death threat on me. Like, that's what I was not. Otherwise, or I could try this. And if I just survived it, which thank God it looks like we are, and we're getting all better at it, maybe I can tell you all a real story, a truth. You know, what's the truth? That what I told you is the truth. Yeah, end of story. Like the truth. Yeah?
Straight lines.
So,
truth.
The truth. So imagine I was a young guy and they write in the paper GI in it, right? Now everyone thinks he's a rat. Why did they give the thing to him? What has he said? What has he done?
Exactly. Exactly.
I know.
And that's
I know, man.
dangerous.
I know a kid that was shot and dropped back over this, yeah? And the family.
They're causing ripples around.
You can't write that
You can't
in paper.
exactly on the streets as well, because we say streets.
So if
especially.
I wasn't clean and they wrote that about me,
100%.
yeah,
100%.
that
No questions will be asked.
As you
it'll
said,
just
you
be
would
done.
be looking at the stairs.
because there's a reason why that's there. But do you know why they can't give me one? Because when I was 27 and 26 and Katie died, they said to me, they picked me up about 6 cars and brought me into town, and then I met some fella and he said to me, Marcus, no retaliation for what happened to Katie. I was like, kid, you're right. I was like, who did they think I am? I said, no interest in him. I said, it's gone. And then I realised they were telling me not to do something like that,
I
man.
know what you're
right?
saying, yeah.
But I wasn't thinking.
You had no intentions,
I
but
wasn't
they
even
were
thinking
putting that the little sprinkle in
Yeah,
there.
and I was like, what's this all about? Like, what are you thinking?
Mm.
So I was only 20. No one knows that, but I was only 20, and I don't lie about Anthony. You want to talk about Anthony?
Yeah,
10 years, I don't give a shit who he's putting in front of me on Satan. And another thing, I say that to you, but you can always avoid a question very easy as well. Yeah. So I'll show you how to do that with your sword later on if you want. Okay. So there's a way of talking without lying.
Politician sword, is it?
Don't mind the politicians. You don't even use a sword with them. I said they're trained little muppets that want to be something that they're. What's a joint coalition, lads? Come on, for Christ's sake.
Joint coalition, yeah.
We don't need two. It's another monopoly. Yeah, you're all together, but
It's another
pretend to be against each other.
countries, that's all it is.
And what's going to happen next? Oh, we have a joint coalition up the north, yeah, because now we've got Bertie back out, and we've got Sinn Féin back up there trying to sort things out. Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth.
Oh.
This is England. And they're going to make a new, bigger England and put 2 bridges, one up the north across, and one down in Waterford across there, and it's going to be a new Ireland.
We're going to be a new half for England, that's all we're going to be.
Get the fuck, that's not
Now, you can all go at me, and all your politicians are scuttering left and scuttering right now, and scuttering this way, scuttering that way, and boo, yeah? Stop
That's
making us into fucking idiots, yeah?
That's a mad way to think, isn't that?
That's the way
Building
it's
a
going.
bridge from here to England.
That's what they're doing.
That's the
what
way
Port
it's
Tunnel's
going.
going to be, yeah.
Fuck right off.
Yeah.
That's
Isn't
the
it?
way it's going.
They're down in Waterford building a tunnel across to the UK, and then up the north they'll build that bridge, and they'll call it. Tell you what to do. There's a message out of this to all the kids. See all those horrific images up the north of some fella who's got it, and there's all this shit. What the older generation needs to do is clear their damn heads and get all that shit off the wall, yeah, and get the horror out of their heads. And the past is the past, and move on. It was another battle, and I do believe there should be a unified Ireland, yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't need to carry this
Right, look.
horror of what went on in the past, because you guys have enough to battle through what's going to come ahead of you, because we're all scattered-minded. With the girls are all going to be this, the boys are all going to be that. Like we're all confused as hell, yeah. So the last thing we need to do
There's a
is
lot of confusion going on.
Brains are mangled.
totally,
Mangled.
it's horrible.
There's another, or just talk about recently and
Go ahead.
brains being mangled and all. There's another example of that man, Enoch Burke.
Okay.
That school teacher.
Can I give you my opinion on that?
Yeah, please do.
Okay. So he has his own principles, man. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you were in Iran and you wanted to have a sex change as a man to a woman, you're a man who's gay, say for example.
Yep.
So the government there pay for your operation.
I know exactly what you're going
So
to
here's
say.
my next point: is this? If you want to have a change of identity, we understand that you want to do what you want to do, but I think it also has to do with the.
Who's profiting from this is Big Pharma. Big Pharma make the pills for the sex changes. Who takes the money for that?
No,
Big
That's
Pharma.
it.
No, you're right about all this, yeah. Okay. I haven't looked into that, but I have to look into
That's
it.
deeper into it.
Is it called dick shrinkage or dick pullback or some tablet or something? But
Madness.
if they want to be what they want to be, okay, fine. I'm
Fair
not
enough.
say that.
Yeah.
But you're asking a man to go into a classroom and refer to a boy as a girl, right? But all over the world, you can't do that. He's right in one way, yeah?
Right in one way, yeah.
Now, let me flip it another way. I was living in Dubai and Ireland announced gay marriage, yeah? You want to see how people treated me over there about that?
Going mad already.
Every religion in the world. We're the first country to have gay marriage, yeah? Think about it.
Are we actually?
It's against, yeah.
Yeah, we were, yeah.
It's against everything to do with any society globally, as in, that was a big statement, yeah? So, if you're in countries like Russia, you're in...
Any Muslim countries type, is it?
Yeah,
Really, realistically.
but under a religion,
Yeah.
it's like woman is the womb, she's the birth, she's respected as the carrier of life. And here we go, no, we'll allow you to get married in the Catholic Church. Catholic Church, which is again...
Against everything that they've...
Of course, how many babies we're putting holes in Ireland, and many...
Exactly,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
but yeah, we're allowed to get married here. Like, fuck off, yeah? Do you want the truth?
Yeah,
Fuck off, yeah? And no disrespect, I thought about it. Fuck off, yeah? Do what you want, but you don't need to make a show of it, yeah? And you don't have to bend religion
It's
into
like a
it.
circus.
You don't
now,
have
to be
to,
honest.
but our heads are fucked, yeah? You know what I mean? Like,
Over dramatising everything, basically.
but you don't need to go, oh God, so why can you not get married in Italy now? Why can you not get married in you know, do you know, like, I mean,
I know what you're saying, yeah.
and that fella that's standing outside that place, Ireland, you're doing what you did on me, or any kid that wants to stand up differently. He chooses, and he is right in principle of man on earth.
Yeah.
I can't call, because...
I'd love to know what age that kid was. I don't know if it's ever been said, to be honest.
But it's
I think it
wrong.
was, yeah.
Was it?
I think it's the media that shouldn't have...
Exactly. Media picked up on it and run to it.
Poor kid.
He's a primary school teacher, isn't he? So they would have been young.
But let's go back. How many...
What do primary school do with kids now? Nothing. And he wants...
but like, let's be honest. We
Like,
all
only 6
we all
year-olds
lost our
like
virginity
yourself.
to our cousins. I'm only messing. I'm joking. But my point is that
You know where to get me.
sorry, cousin. My point is that we're all confused, and then we go down and drag him. My mother said to me today, she goes, "Jesus, that was horrible what I seen in the courts, dragging him out,
Oh,
beating him up."
Dragged out, yeah.
It was fucking
It
disgusting.
was, yeah.
Because, no disrespect, you're just telling him to shut up, yeah? Instead of saying, right, his point is correct, and the kid is now going to go through something horrific that he has to live with for the rest of his days. Because Ireland is saying, we're on your side, we're just going to shut him up, yeah?
Yeah.
The kid probably didn't want that, you know? Like, it's
Yeah,
bad
true.
stuff. Why don't we talk about what
It's
the
not
priests
actually
did?
starting it.
What the fuck the priests do, yeah? Like, I mean, Ireland is the worst. I don't like babies, priests, Catholic Church. What the fuck? Like, they're building a car park in our church in Dunboyne. I said they're building an Aldi in the car park, right? Where we're all supposed to be parking our cars to pray. Now we're fucking parking down
To do a
there.
bit of
Boy,
shopping.
food.
Yeah, like, I'm like, lads, have a look at that church.
Mad, isn't
No, but do you know what I'm saying? It's like,
It's madness.
I'll tell you why it's madness, because there's only 10 people probably running Ireland, and it's so small that no one's standing up to jack shit. Like, I mean, it's bad what's going on here.
Isn't it mad how long and like how many people are all saying like they're sick of it, but it's
They
like,
won't, they want it for
yeah,
it to
like they're
change.
saying it's like just saying it just to say it. Like
But
say
I'll
it
tell
and
you-
mean it.
But I'll tell you why they want to, because we can't, because they've broken us into little.
They actually have. Do you
They've
know
really, really broken us into. Don't drive your car because it costs money in petrol. Don't do the fucking food shop because it's gone up the price. Go to work and go home, and don't go out drinking. Don't go. I was in town the other night, and it was fucking miserable, man. Like, I mean, I was just
It
like,
is miserable.
I just want to get out of there.
Like on a night out, like, or
I
something.
tried going and I stopped and went back. I said,
Fair,
fuck
and I'll
that.
tell you one thing.
It's bad, man.
It's right. It's drove me out.
It's what?
It's drove me out
You don't like going out anywhere?
in Ireland.
Yeah, you don't want to go into town.
No,
Tell
he
me
doesn't
something.
want to tell how I will. But I'm moving away now because I'm sick of it here.
Hey?
Yeah.
Well, I don't tell anyone. I'm just going to turn this place upside down. I'm getting the fuck out of here. Yeah, I'm only
It's
joking.
a shithole.
Lads, I'm
It's
just
turned
trying,
into a
I'm
shithole.
just going to say one thing yet.
The cat's out of the bag.
The cat's out of the bag.
Is out of the bag, and I ain't pulling them back in because I don't give a shit about them. It is a test subject on our fucking heads, and our society ain't the way it is anymore. It's
not,
it's
it's not.
scary. You know, it is scary.
It's fucked up.
Yeah, they put a mask on me they tried putting a mask on me for 2 years. I didn't wear no mask for 2 years.
Do you want me to be the Joker? I'll be the Joker.
You guys gotta play it up. You gotta move. Irish people did about everywhere in the world because you have an instinct. You're Celts.
Yeah.
You're men.
Yeah.
They love you. America doesn't give a shit about COVID. Pakistan, India, Brazil, Korea, China. Yeah, we've seen China. We've seen a little bit of America. The whole world ignored it. Yeah? You could buy the shot. It was on the Financial Times for like 30 cents in India before it all came out. Like, lads, really look. Like, I mean, who's having fun? Your age group. Like, who is?
No.
I don't see
Actually,
any.
no.
Girls take pictures
Everyone's
of themselves in
stressed.
houses, and you know it's all.
True.
Like
Anyone
girls
you
come
talk
up to me
to.
going, "Are you on Tinder?" And I'm standing in front of you. Hey, nice to meet you. You know, I'm not even on what Tinder is.
It's gone fucked, isn't it?
Yeah.
Genuinely, it really
It's
is.
gone digital.
I really enjoyed tonight having this chat. And
It's great. That's why we.
It's
That's
healthy,
why we love
it's
doing it.
refreshing.
It is
That's
healthy.
why we love doing it. And it's great when you meet
This is-
ourselves,
this is
meet
our
interesting
safe place.
people, and
Yeah, it's
Do
good.
you know what I mean?
It's good to educate. And I learned a lot tonight. The way, even what you were saying about my question is leaving here is like, I need to figure the fuck out what you said about where
it's
does
good
it.
that you've learned a little something.
Yeah,
as
yeah,
well.
I am, and it's
Something to
relaxing.
tap
and
into for
it's,
yourself.
but Ireland, you can see some of them don't want me to do what I'm doing, and geez, I don't know whether yet I want to.
You're kind of.
Well, come here.
Are you kind of half foot in, half foot out type with the social media type of thing? Or
You're
are
only,
you going
you're
all
only into
for
it,
it?
aren't you?
I'll tell you the truth, guys. Right, what I want to do is get on that crime
Okay,
world,
tell
and
me,
when I'm speaking to you, is to speak to Nicola and just say, let's try
Nicola, just
calm
get the man
the jets down and try get the images. And
Yeah.
give the kids a break. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Give everyone's head a rest.
right, and maybe I could say, okay, let's put it down. Could we actually try to do 3 months without anything happening in this country, lads? Like, can we just try this and see if it works?
Yeah.
Because there's not a mammy in Tallaght that doesn't want a problem with her kid. Yeah, there's not a mammy in Cabra. There's not a mammy anywhere. I've gone through situations myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen it. Yeah, that kid, if you're telling a lie, back the fuck up, tell the truth. Yeah, or if someone has pulled a fast one on you. Yeah.
Oh, I nearly forgot about this.
If someone's pulled a fast one on you, yeah. And let's see if we
A
can.
celebration.
What have you got?
Little cigar.
Very nice. Look at this.
I say you
We'll
were
have to have a whiskey.
That's what I said.
So I forgot me bottle of proper 12 as well. I
Proper
was trying to
12.
bring it down.
I have to say, I do love Connor, and they don't brace for nothing.
They don't you know?
I like
I'm
it.
I'm a
I
big.
do like
I
it.
love him.
Oh, do you?
I've seen
Yeah,
it.
no, there was a few bits out there I didn't agree with.
Do you know his the video he did? I gave him the first 2 cars. He bought the first 2 cars off me. Remember his black X, his black
The
6 Series?
BMW?
Yeah, and the Jeep. Yeah.
And then Yoke bought Ashford Motors bought.
Ashford
I
bought
love
Motors.
Connor. I think he's
Where's
amazing.
them Yokes
And you know his best fight was? Fastest fight. Forget that.
Hello.
No, when he met your man out there in the pub. That was the best one. He talked to him, he took the dive, a good hour chatting away until it was that's the way to do it.
So
Cheers,
There's-
lads,
there's-
thank you.
There's matches beside you. You have to like these with matches.
I
Don't
thought it
you?
was an albino from Halloween that we had there. Son, thank you very much.
No problem. These are from Stephen's Green. These are
They're from
Well, you got
the-
matches
the
as well.
cigar-
James
the cigar.
J. Fox. Thank you very much.
Mine broke in half, so I'm having a half one.
Did he pay? Did he do them for free?
No, I bought them.
Dirty kids. We want them free off him the next,
Next
time.
time.
Otherwise, we'll be looking at this little match out the door.
Love it.
To the proceeds of crime. So, Tony went down. Chris on for Cuba.
Happy days.
So, I'll tell you another
That
story.
lit, is it?
So, I'll tell you another story. Let's figure out.
You know what?
Okay, sure, Mark.
No, Marcus, keep going.
What?
What a legend of a man I've met tonight.
So come here, so basically, yeah, let me pull this back in for a sec. So basically, your whole plan, yeah, for coming back onto social media,
Never was on it.
right? Well, not back onto it, but onto social media, is basically to help people listen to what's
Honestly,
actually going on.
To help
To open their minds.
for to give the younger generation direct answers and not waste time, right? And also to create a new model of a new way of attacking the media. So Shamrock Rovers is playing next weekend, and they get buried in the back of the paper. And John had a shite ball to the left, and that goalkeeper missed 3
Shout out
fucking shots.
Stephen Bradley.
And
Johnstown legend.
all the lads get hammered in the sports section. Yeah? That really really hurts them and their families and all. And he's going, I'm only doing this for 600 quid a week, you know.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like, I mean, it's not like a GAA player or this or that. Do you know what I'm going on?
Yeah, I do know what you're saying.
And I'm saying the media can really destroy our own heads and knock the
The
confidence.
media could brainwash you.
Well, you are right in what you said earlier, I think.
Imagine waking up in the morning and you're on the front of the...
That's what I was trying to say to you earlier.
How many times have I gone through it? Wake up in the morning going, what's that? What's that?
And so, I seen something 50 Cent, yeah, the singer, the rapper.
Yeah.
So 50 Cent, I seen an interview he did, probably you've seen it as well. They asked him, how much money have you spent on lawyers throughout the years? You know how much he said? 23 million.
I want to tell you about that, yeah? That legal system. And here's a little story that I want all you guys to think about, right? So I was told, hand myself in for... Just hand yourself in.
Well,
Because they were sick of raiding me, yeah?
Mm.
So the people go, hand yourself in. I'm getting raided, fucking proper jobs, yeah? So I said, what am I hand myself in for? And they said, money laundering. It's very hard to hand yourself in. Your legs are heavy.
Yeah.
As
Well,
in, like, shit.
You don't want to do it, like.
No, like, you hand yourself in to tell her what day suits you. Think about it. It's easier to get lifted, isn't it?
Yeah, true. What day suits you, like?
Yeah, like when suits you. Thursday maybe next week for
That kind of fucks your head, doesn't it? Like,
Well done.
That does.
Does it fuck your head?
That does.
That's what I'm getting.
no day suits
You know what?
me.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you.
That's what
I've gone
I'm
through this. I've gone through this, right? That's like they had raided me so many times, so they were polite this time. Hand yourself in. Okay. What am I going in for? Money laundering. Okay. So I'm like, shit, what the fuck? How do I prepare for this one? Hand yourself in means you could be going in.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you gotta then say, right, I gotta study for this one. I gotta prepare myself. So I became this expert on, because I've gone to college a lot, and so I knew to. Not saying college is the answer to everything, but if you can study and take things in. So then I learned for. That's when I pushed love away in life. You know, you push people away that are in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So,
Women can get into your head.
no, your mommy and daddy can. Your brother and sister, your best mate. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's going
true.
away. Don't go in. What? I'm not going.
No.
Yeah. You're
Trust
prick
me,
Marcus.
I've tried. The cat is out of the bag now. Simo's heart is broken, but look, this is what Monksy's got to do.
I'm going to tell you about going away. I've done it a few times, but we get back to that. So getting back to the hand yourself in. So I go hand myself in, and the solicitor comes in behind me and he goes, now when you go into the room, say no comment. My eyes on him. Why'd you say that to me? You shouldn't have said that.
Mm.
Think of some fucking age. So we go through the Bridewell. It's like old school. This thing has cages on the roof. It's like walking through the fucking board cage in the zoo. You know,
Right,
like,
right, yeah.
like it's like psychopathic shit. It's like, so I'm going in. And so we go in and they present. You could be arrested after this and that, and the shekels and all the things on the ground. And the solicitors behind me. Say no comments. You make sure. Oh yeah, dope. Two of them sit down in front of me. Cap this. Now, Marcus. X amount of millions went through your company. Yes. And then this happened in your company. Yes. And that happened in me. Yes, that's correct. Yes. Jesus. I better get on to my staff about all that went on here. You take a note of all this. I said, do you hear all this that happened in my company? Do you get me?
Yeah.
And your man is like, no, answer the question. I'm like, well, I didn't place anything. Placement is the crime when you put the money into the bank. But then the bank's committing a crime because I don't see no warning signs fucking everywhere, do you?
Oh,
You get me?
yes.
So what have I
They
done
say
wrong?
you're not allowed to do this.
So what have I done wrong? But I had to prepare for that before I went there, because so then they went, and then I decided to talk, and that was like, I'm a company, I have two companies, I'm registered in the stock exchange, I have licenses, I have this, that, and the other.
You're covered.
But I kept just talking until your man's hand was like fucking Gandhi's flip flop. he wouldn't, and your man's like, it's alright now, Mark. So I'm like, no, you keep writing, Tonto,
Yeah.
right? Like, why? Because you got 3 cameras on you from the DPP. Yeah, hello, keep writing you. And then I turned around to your man and I said, I said, you might be able to help me. I said, where do you think the money went?
That was your question to them.
Yeah, and they're like, no, we're interviewing you, Mark. So I said, no, we're asking you, because you're supposed to be helping me, because you're the cap. So we left there, and this was going mad. He said, Marcus, I told you to go no comment. I said, did you? So I walked him right back to his office. And I said, he said, so you mean to tell me you didn't organise all that? I said, no, I didn't. I said, I'm in an office. I have staff. I have people doing lodgements. I have it's a big operation. Like, you know what I mean? Pallets of cash coming in every day. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I'm hypothetical.
No, but
Jokes.
But if I went no comment, lads, here's the story for you. You're going to go to the courts and you're going to go for a case and you're going to be trapped up for years and you're going to be in a situation where
Back
it's
to
hard.
what you're saying, truth.
The truth was, I was telling the truth, yeah? As in, I didn't do the lodgements and I didn't put the money in the bank over 7-8 years.
Yeah.
Right? So then I went back, the story ends here. So I go back to the solicitors and I knew you would have to set me up, you fucking little. I knew it.
As a solicitor, you said this thing?
No, in my head I knew because he told me
yeah.
no comments.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't
He
anyone,
wanted to go through
the
that
man
shit.
told me this is very important. Don't anyone put their hands over your fucking
No,
mouth.
don't let anyone
Don't let them dictate what you want to say.
And I was a gentleman, I was brought up like that, so I used to listen to the accountant and the solicitors and all this. Fuck that. If you're smart and you planned and you didn't do something,
Fuck off.
so if I say no comments, that's okay. Think about it, it's okay, no comments. And a lot of people go for that because they're in the hands of their solicitor and the solicitor knows, yeah. But now you're fucked, yeah. So I walked all the way back. Dennis walking back on my own. And I said to myself, I need to get something off my chest. I said, I'll go to for a coffee. I looked at one coffee shop, I said no. Then I looked at another coffee shop, I said no. Then I said, I'll go into this one. So I go in and I jump up on the queue to tray. Who's beside me? The cab. The boss that's interviewing me is there. So it's like the film Heat, you know, and the hero meets your man. So I was there going, fuck it. I said, can I have a word with you? He goes, what? I said, can we sit down and have a coffee? Me and you. See man? He goes,
From your man from Car.
he's the boss.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, Mark, let's sit down. So in fairness, we sat down and I said, look, what you're asking is, you're correct, as in, you're not off the topic here, yeah? But what you're trying to entrap me into is not what really happened. Does that make sense?
Yeah, no.
So you have to give the man the credit of saying you're
They're
not.
waiting what they're asking.
You're not that. You are. Don't think I'm being rude or you're not right. We've got an understanding here together, and we'll let you know that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens is there's so many layers of entrapment inside the game.
It's a big game of chess.
Yeah, but you got to be very street smart. I didn't have it. I was learning that. So no one told me this. Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
You're on the deck. You could have gone. So what I'm saying is, like, how many guys are in situations like that go in and they go with the solicitor, yeah, no comment. And then they go to the judge and the judge says, if you say you're guilty, I'll reduce half to your sentence. And they're probably innocent and they probably go So a fella robs a steak from Aldi and he's robbed 6 steaks and he's in court for robbing because they keep catching him. And then you produce a receipt in the court and say, there's the receipt for 5 steaks. Come fucking rob that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But we all keep entangling ourselves into certain aspects of
Because
it.
they're listening to what they're saying to, and they're thinking that's the way.
The moral of the story is, if you're in a criminal situation and you've got a lawyer there beside you and you think you can talk the truth, but if you can talk the truth, you won't be skippy, and it'll come across as the truth.
Yeah.
If you're lying, you're not going to survive that in there, yeah. And you're going to go with it. But if you feel that there's an element of truth that has to be there, well then you gotta go with your own good instinct and hope that the truth will come out true. But do not let them take full control over your damn marriage, or you're gone. Yeah. And that's one of the biggest big solicitor firm in town. And another thing is, they all work for the state, not for the state, for the state, not for the state. But you ain't gonna double deal my ass, or you're not gonna double deal with someone else. Where's that camera? You're not gonna. Where am I looking at? That way. You're not going to double deal my ass, and you're not going to catch all these kids that maybe haven't done something wrong, that you're scaring them into situations where they've done something. And if you're going to be a solicitor or represent somebody, well then do that. But don't go around their back and double deal. Because in the world I come from, no one gets away with that if you're running around backs and scutty and ratty and all around. So I spot you guys a mile away. And I will have my eye on a lot of kids out there and a lot of things that are getting bad information and they're put into bad situations like that.
Well said.
And that's the truth.
Yeah, 100%.
And the judges, in fairness, especially the criminal judges, they are really good. They can see the truth. They are like the lads. They can see the truth. Yeah. But don't set no kid up with plead do no comment or plead guilty. Yeah. And don't, if you were telling their truth, find me if you want. Yeah. I don't care. But if you're not telling the truth, that's different. But do not be pushed into a situation where you are thinking you're in good hands. You're not in good hands. You just are not in good hands.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
And it's
yeah.
horrible.
So would you would you say that solicitors and the government work hand by hand as double agents type thing?
I'll be honest with you.
Some and not all.
No, can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
They all work under one practice, which is called the law. Yeah. So, but what is the law? It's changing all the time. We've got European law. We've got new law being written for family law. We've got crime. We've got it's a new world of law is being implemented. So if you studied law 20 years ago, the law has changed now. The guard uniforms will change to Interpol in the next few months. So they're all connected to the European Union. We're all one.
There's a new law for call-outs to your house as well now.
Is there?
Did you know that?
No. Well, they never called out to my house. They came from it's rude. I'll tell you the story about it. Like, come on, keep going.
No, it's a new law. So like, let's say your telly on your internet, for instance.
That was nice.
Virgin Media, right?
Yeah.
If Virgin Media tell you we'll be out Tuesday at 11 o'clock, if they don't come out at 11 o'clock, if they come 10 minutes early, 10 minutes late, and you're not in, you can charge them. Like, you can take them to court.
Okay, let me
It's
tell you
a new
about
law.
taking anyone to court, yeah? Can I tell you about that?
Yeah, walk away.
Okay, you take anyone to court, yeah? You've tied your mind up into something for 2 years, right? So I've gone through 3 years of investigation with Cartel, yeah? That is a disease in me for 3 years, yeah? Right? Now that is the power of the state. In fairness, they can do that to you and teach you a lesson. Look, lads, I'll tell you one thing about at the real raw end of it, it's like this. The state will look after you if you're telling the truth, yeah? Or if you're guilty and you it's like a hospital, right? You're safe in a hospital, that's a state hospital, correct?
Yeah.
You're also safe in the system. Like, our prisons and what we've got in there and the structures and it is in the worst scenario. You're still close to our houses. Mommy's only around the corner. We're here. We're all and there's a code of etiquette in the prisons. The criminal side of it, the guy behind. So let's look at the lads. You have the prisons, and then you have the judge.
Yeah.
They're the best of the circle. Then inside the circle, yeah, you've got the scrappers who are hunting the meat. Yeah. So the barristers, the solicitors, they're looking at you as a coin machine. Yeah?
Yeah. Right. Fair enough.
Think about it, yeah, because it's a system. Yeah. But the ones that are fair actually is the governor is fair, the fellas there is fair. Actually, the guards aren't the worst either. Yeah. But then they get into you. Do you get me? And that's a different prey that you have to be aware of. As in, are they really doing the right thing for you? There's no going back.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
You're
You're opening my mind here a lot tonight when you have to say, Marcus.
So did you with the currency.
How did it?
You were talking about going away. I've lived abroad. I've left here with 600 quid in my pocket, arrived in countries and cried on a fucking beach, yeah? I won't lie to you. You're going to do really well if you keep doing this here. I don't know what you're doing the daytime and all, but this hasn't been open, this area.
Yeah.
It can be open, yeah? And it's huge all over in the world, and Ireland's really scared of it because you got a guy like me talking about it and we're saying it as it is. But think of the whole conversation. Go back over it. Whoever's listening to us as lads sitting together, just lads here.
Just let's have a chat.
What did we said? What have we done? What have we released out there that
Just realness.
reality? You've
Just
sword in
facts.
your shield. You've got life. You got love. You got everything. My mother says to me, she goes, Marcus, I did everything the best I could in my life here. It's a big one. I looked back and I went, couldn't think of one thing she did wrong.
Yeah.
She's from Cabbage. She fucking loves us. My dad, he's liberties. 12 people in a flat in town, sons. So I respect, appreciate that. Not in my house I was told, I look after your son and I look after you. Get out that gate. Old school.
Yeah.
The paper comes in like that. It's not that. Yeah. Old school. Don't. It's good school. It's tough school.
The school of hard knocks.
Yeah, but you have the ability to get through where you want. So let's talk about going away. Of course I've talked about going away. Now you're 34,000 feet in the sky. Who gives a flying fuck? You're chatting up there, you're hostess, you're knocking the drinks back and you're meeting her when we land. End of story, yeah? I know I've done it all, right? But I think you're on something special here. And I think it's a path that no one's gone down, yeah? No one's. But you know what we gotta do? We gotta research more and we gotta do our work. Do you know what I
You
mean?
gotta put in the effort.
I gotta find your answer before. When I leave here, I want to know about how we're going to do that.
Yeah.
And you're saying I'm going away, but my mother said to me, you live in your head every day. Doesn't matter where you're in the world. Still your fucking head.
True.
That's a good saying.
That's a great sign.
That is a good saying.
Yeah, she's brilliant.
That is a good
She,
sign.
and she said, you live in your head. You go. She goes, Mark, scared. I don't fucking sick you. All I'm paying me. All I'm done. Go wherever you want, you go. Because I've done it lots of times. Yeah.
Your head's still gonna be
She
there.
goes, where you live in your head every day.
That's a strong sign.
That
So
is
see him,
very good.
he's not going to land, aren't you? Yeah. And see you're just back where your tattoo started. You need to step forward in a bit up here where we are, yeah.
That's a heavy sign.
Get
isn't it?
battle ready.
That's savage.
Are you going to get battle ready? Yeah.
That's a
Let's
very
give this a
heavy
go.
sign.
Are you battle ready, monks?
No, he's not yet.
No,
She's
not
not
yet.
shield. He's
Not
nearly
yet.
there. He's putting it all together, but
Yeah,
you're going
yeah.
to step up. Don't be afraid of this, yeah.
Will.
Get stuck in. Fucking mill this out of it, yeah. Let's do it. Like I want to do stuff like this. I've done loads of business. I know how to do things. I know how we won't get caught doing it. I'm joking, but what I'm trying to say is, if they don't like the way we're speaking with reality, I know there's loads of kids out there. There's loads of people out there that has got a little cure from this conversation, because I have today.
Yeah.
I'm feeling happy and thank you.
Yeah,
And another
same.
thing,
Yeah, 100%.
remember what I said about Tyler, city centre, Finglas, Ballymore, all these areas that make up that city, and you see when people say bad things about people, yeah. Well, fuck you guys talking about Jobstown, because if I went to any house here, they put a dinner on my table,
100%.
they give me a hug, and they'll put me on a fire and a cup of tea, yeah. And even if they didn't have it in their press, they'd fucking do it, yeah. Right. And they're the ones that will stand up and fight them people that are loose mouth talking about life, yeah.
Exactly.
Because they've no substance in them, they've no love, they've no heart. And fuck them, yeah.
No real life experience.
A person that says that about something is dead inside. They're walking demons. Fuck off and don't ever knock a man from where he comes from or what he does or what he isn't like. Because I tell you what, if you asked me to live in I was with this girl once and I got into the bed with her and I was lying in the bed. She said, this is some fucking bed. And I said, you get that mattress mix, Harvey Norman, fucking what do you got, Bargain Town. Oh no, this is from Harrods in London. I said, what? How much is that? 17,000 for the mattress.
What?
I said, here. I said, this is some old mattress. I said, but I was swinging around that bed and going. I said, and I said, in the toilet roll, she goes like, that's 7-ply. I said, what's a 7-ply toilet roll? This is like fucking the sheets, you know.
What?
But she was using one sheet as loo roll. They were that rich, you know. No, one sheet.
Yeah, one sheet is
one
plenty.
sheet. Yeah, one sheet.
Wiping your ass with a
But
toilet.
what I'm trying to say is, we're all hurt. It doesn't matter how rich you are. Rich people are really hurt by it, because they don't think about money. They just think about what is life doing to me, yeah. Right? And then the ones that have no,
This posh accent really puts it
the ones that have no money, do you know what I learned in this show, lads? Fuck, it's all about the man, the person. You buy the person, yeah.
Do you know what? I really hope rich people do this as well.
Rich people. Do you know rich?
When you're putting the voice on, you do this with his hands.
Rich
I
people.
really hope they all do that as
No,
well.
I don't. They like, you know, try to be a snob, try to be this, try to be that, try to be smart, try to be corporate, try to be just fucking human, because life is about humanity. Whatever thing you do, look back on your life and go, oh, I didn't hurt anyone on that journey.
Yeah.
Everyone I crossed, everyone that dealt me, I don't care who you talked to in that city, from anyone, I landed safely. I didn't have them fucked over, I didn't hurt them, I landed them safely. The one that come back to you, come back to you and go, thanks for that.
No.
Did I say any names about anyone in this?
No.
Did I open that? Else?
No.
No. I'm not there to land. Nicola, land safe beside me. Let's help these kids. You know? I don't care where I land, because I've gone a long time ago. It doesn't bother me. I don't care. But if we can all land, that's the way we landed. Those 3 lads today, and you're going nowhere until we get this really up and running and like get going. Yeah. Give us a few weeks. Let's give us a few weeks. Yeah. Why can't we get all these podcasters in Dublin, one damn room, and we all sit in a massive
That's
panel?
our idea.
Well, I'll do it for you. So I'll get I don't know, the lads, I'm sure, are the sound. I want to talk to you all, and I need something to grab onto. And why don't we just sit around in a big circle and talk to whoever they want to talk about? I'll stand in the middle. You all get around your things and fire the questions, and we get a nightclub with breaks with Maniac going on, and we get
Mark McCabe. Did you hear that, Mark McCabe?
We get Mark to play it.
We get him by the head in a van down the thing to do. If it's for the kids, Maniac.
Come on, play that.
Yeah. So lads, I'm 45, I'm tired, right? And,
100%.
Oh, Jesus, it's 5-11, and I'm sorry for talking so much. Yeah.
What did we say? The 20 minutes towards it, the 2
Thanks so much. Yeah, but it's good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Mark.
You're not going anywhere until we get this sorted out.
100%.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
And look,
seriously.
we'll sign off with this one.
We'll sign off with it. Yeah.
I don't want to edit anything I've done there. Oh, yeah, fucking roll it, yeah.
Everything
You
will be
okay?
done, yeah.
Roll it
We'll
there,
sign
Rosie.
off with this, people. This is the message to the kids and the people out there.
Get in harder though, man. Stop fucking
Yeah.
around.
Straight to the point. Just be true to yourself and don't lie.
See, you know what I'm talking about, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Right? Real lads, yeah.
Yeah.
Help them. I walk around there, which I respect them. They respect me.
100%.
They're still hurt over that, yeah. They'll rise fucking mentalness into all of this. Yeah. So can I just read the rest of this out? Can I read this to myself? So see this causes that tension I'm talking about, yeah? Can I see the full article? That causes tension. You're blaming a woman for a child or something? Fucks.
No, see, so what happened was, right, so your woman went to go into the shop. And apparently they wouldn't let her into the shop.
Yeah, why?
I don't know. But they don't say what fully happened. But
It's not what the headline is, more say what they said.
so basically she went to open the shop, they wouldn't let her. Apparently one of them said to her that they were gonna rape her and fucking send her over the wall. Some young fella. And
No.
then, and then he fucking chokeslammed her or something.
And she... That happens in every instance.
Yeah, exactly. Not just jokes and
No, it doesn't.
Happens everywhere.
Yeah, so kill her off, yeah, because he's causing... Seems he's talking about it. He's causing trouble.
The reason why we talk about Thomas so much, the reason why we talk about Billy Fairman so much, it's not the fault of the podcast, it's the fault of the people.
It's fault of him. Give me him.
So what do you say?
Give me him. Give me him.
Everybody, what do you say? Everybody in
Jimmy,
Jonestown.
what's his name?
No, I never said I don't.
He fucking did.
No, I said these people, so the one they were
See him
in,
like,
the
fucking you.
Like, boys are blood,
That's
that's
his
his
name,
name.
but he's got him.
the things that are telling you
I'll give my honest opinion. I personally don't find it intimidating if the teenagers aren't doing anything to intimidate me. That's just me personally.
It's batter.
but it's just that the premise of that story really
It was that.
was
Brilliant.
So, who's this? This is, sorry.
Oh, that's all just on Spotify.
that's just Spotify. That's what he put it on. It was like
It's a podcast. Like
Would
what
be-
we're doing, but they don't have visual.
they do a live from
So, was
98
this
FM.
on 98 FM?
This on the radio,
Okay, let's
yeah.
talk about 98 FM. Yeah? Okay.
What's in Jeremy Dixon? Yeah.
So,
It's actually the
can we
three
put
of
that
them.
on? Yeah. So 98 FM spoke about Jobstown, and they're talking about an incident that happened that is possibly an incident that happens all over the world. That incident isn't isolated to Jobstown or Ballyfermot that some man is after commenting on. That incident can happen on the south side. There was Annabelle's. There was a boy that was brought to the ground and kicked by rugby players and students. Yeah, so isolating an area of society and causing more tension in that society, with your shy talk about an incident that happened, which your comments are making it more and more louder and louder and louder. And I'm sure the boy that was part of it and the lady that was part of this, and I'm sure that the guards will handle that professionally right. But the likes of this type of media is what causes tension, and in all society we have, it doesn't matter from where we are or where we come from, this is happening and reoccurring, and that tension you're after causing now, if there's an after effect on it, I do blame you for creating this spiel, and also the people that are talking erratically about it. Again, choose your words, because what you're saying is causing tension. I'm in talent tonight. I speak highly of talent. I speak highly of the love that's here. If an incident happens like that, it's between the two people, and it's their issue with the guards, and it'll be handled correctly. We don't need to personify it, fabricate it, or erupt it in society, which causes trouble. And that's why me and these lads are sitting here tonight, and that's the message we're giving out. Calm down, and these people start watching the words, because everything you're going to talk about, I'm going to spit back at your face if you're causing tension in these towns, because this is where respect is built and love. So get the message. 98 FM. This is what this is all about. We'll defend ourselves and we'll keep things calm.
Sorry.
Thanks, lads.
Thank you very much.
Love it.
Thank you very much.
Bastards.
That's
horrible.
horrible.
But that's what it's about, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
enough is
100%.
running around out tonight.
Yeah.
Think he's going to get killed
Exactly.
because of
But
what happened.
vigilantes, they were saying
They're
no, set vigilante routes
set
now.
up vigilantes and vigilantes
For that
go
roughly?
down
Yeah.
12 years of age.
It's horrible.
It's nuts.
But
isn't
look, what we don't condone that sort of
We don't
message.
condone it,
but
but
what we're saying is
No, but we didn't condone it.
No.
We said this happens to
Yeah,
us. So
yeah.
but let the
Of course
guards
it does.
look after it.
the guards will sort that.
And they're part of this operation.
That's their job.
If anything happens, go fucking deal with them. And if they fuck up, it comes back. But that's where we
This
got
is
to
another
start shouting.
story.
You are right in what you're saying though. It does cause a stir up in the community. If
That's, you want
We
to
shit
get,
like
you want to get, do you know what you're going to do? I'll get you as a billboard, mate, right? Listen.
brilliant.
And I want you to fucking tie it up over that bridge of the stadium where they all say, log on to your podcast.
Yeah, love it.
Tell her log on to you, yeah? Tie it up. Let them take it fucking off if they want. Yeah? So what?
Brilliant.
Start standing up a bit. Yeah? No one's going to hear you. She's had all the covering you want, fucking.
Love it.
Right? I mean, everyone's covering you. So, I mean, no one's going to hear you, right? I'm serious about that, right? I don't need to say it to you. But start stepping out. You're not just in this room. What's this podcast called?
Hard
Hard
chats and
chats.
hard hats.
Hard chats.
Hard chats, hard hats, Tala. Log on, right? You have to put Tala in there, right? Because
Yeah.
you're going to take this as your area, right?
Yeah.
Then we're going to take some other fellas and come in or whatever. Or you could go eat Southside or what do you use? Southside. You're a Southside podcast for all the kids. And when shit happens, the billboard, the sign goes up, yeah? And fuck off, all you, yeah? And let's start talking about, because that's what your job is going to do.
Yeah,
So you
100%.
want your own radio station, there's fucking stuff out there we can take, you know,
Yeah.
and pilot stations I can
Yeah.
offer all that. So this is only start. So when I get a banner up and just tie it to that fucking bridge,
We can do it.
stop fucking around. No one's going to
Just be real and
just
just
be more real.
love.
Yeah.
Just be real and just love one another and love thy neighbour. That's what they
Yeah.
say.
Yeah, and then if we can problem, we just go, and those at the fire brigade, yeah, you just need to wake your way to his fucking
Because the car is on flames.
Well, if that young thing gets chopped up tonight, that's
Exactly.
his fault.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I've seen shit
Yeah.
like
Yeah, that's
fuck
exactly. So from, I don't even want to get down because I can get real heated
that.
from
But start getting heated, that's what's about.
It's so annoying.
What are
It
you
is
afraid of?
annoying.
No, I'm not going
to that fucking. No one's going
It's
to do
just
that to you.
time. I don't want to go to because this could be another 2 hours. I could talk.
No, we're not going to. We're not, but it's time to do
Yeah,
something.
It is. It's
This is your
It's
area.
time for action and not just words.
You said to me, they were all about jobs, then. And I said to you, that's what we're here. What are we here for?
Exactly.
This is what we're at. Start fucking.
Yeah.
Because everyone wants to listen to this.
Oh, million
Because all
percent.
the owns we go, get the fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Swiss roll, get back and rob two
That won't
butters.
be good.
Yeah,
Swiss
two
roll.
fucking milk. Watch, they'll just take 2 butters and 2
Yeah.
milk. Like, fuck off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love it. Fuck
Because
off.
it's gonna fuck
Look,
it. It's gonna
fuck
fuck
off.
it. Look, I could have ended up that young
Oh.
fella. I could have ended up that young fella. Like, I'm not. I used to have a kind of.
Right, come here. Let's
Don't be leaving everything in it.
let's sign it off
Let's sign it off. Right. If I don't see you through the week, I'll see you through the window.
and keep your head out the microwave and finger out a socket.
And if you have a problem, shout and put your shield up around you and start using your sword and knife, and we'll all be all right. And let's start talking together and helping each other, because this
Yeah.
is what these lads are about. And
Love it.
if I wasn't here with them, I wouldn't be a bit stronger out walking outside the store. So thanks, lads. Yeah, I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
100%.
Thanks for everything.
I'm gonna shake your hand.
You're all right.
I say I
We're gonna be
appreciate
okay.
that.
Lads, thanks so much for that. I was nervous about doing it 2 weeks ago. I was like, what the fuck am I doing?